All right, we're going live. Welcome to Tommy Knows Best Sports Podcast. Today, I'm going to talk about the Super Bowl, about the Kansas City Chiefs, how they won, and it was a good game. They won 38 to 35, and that was, like I said, a good game, but there was one thing that frustrated me and frustrated everyone, but after hearing it and hearing everything more about it, the penalty that was called on Berry. And that penalty should have never been called, but it got called because he committed a penalty and he cost his team the Super Bowl. He even said he committed it and he said he was sorry about it. And yeah, that's basically it. But anyways, I want to know what you guys thought about the game. How you thought both quarterbacks played. Jalen Hurst and Patrick Mahomes. I want to know how you guys thought they both played. Jalen Hurst in the first half was torturing that Kansas City defense, and Mahomes is getting a little shut down in this first half. And right before halftime, he injured that ankle. I thought he wasn't going to come back and play. I thought he was going to be out. I thought he was going to miss the rest of the game. The way he landed on that ankle, the way his ankle got twisted again, huh? How about that? But I don't know. In the second half, it seemed like the Eagles, didn't have them, didn't have it in them on defense. They were getting tortured on defense. But it was a back and forth game, a lot of scoring, high scoring game. The over hit. If you guys bet the over hit. Like I said, that was going to hit on my podcast. I said that the over's going to hit. And I wish the Eagles won, but it's all right. But here's the thing. Patrick Mahomes has 2 Super Bowls now. And that's good for him. He needed that. He needed to get over the hump. MVP of the league. MVP of the Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes. Wow. And he played unbelievable in that second half. Like, his ankle injury never happened. Played really good. Throwing that ball. And at the end, that penalty, like I said, but I'm not even going to talk about it anymore because I heard about it. Even Berry said he committed a penalty and he said he was sorry for costing his team the Super Bowl. They were frustrated and sad. It's a tough loss for the Eagles. They were doing good. They were winning. And then all of a sudden, there you go. The Kansas City Chiefs marching down the field, scoring touchdowns. Patrick Mahomes doing Patrick Mahomes things. And I want to know something. You going to compare him to the next Brady, maybe? Even though Brady has 7 Super Bowls and Mahomes only has his second one. Can you compare them in the next few years prior? Can you compare Mahomes to Brady? I want to know what you guys all think about that. Because people are saying on my podcast page, Mahomes is the next Brady. Some people are arguing it, saying, no, he ain't. I want to know you guys' input. We'll have a little vote, a little poll question, a little vote/poll question. Is Mahomes going to be the next Tom Brady in the NFL? Look at the stats and look at Brady's stats. Like I said, Brady has 7 Super Bowls and Mahomes has 2. And Mahomes is only 27 years old. And he's right there when Brady won his second Super Bowl at the age of 27. Drop into some comments. That's a good, interesting topic. Is Mahomes going to be the next Brady? I want to know if the NFL is going to compare him to that. They probably will, so they could keep talking about it. Mahomes is the future of the NFL. The AFC is stacked on quarterbacks. You got Mahomes. You got Joe Burrow. You got Josh Allen, Trevor Lawrence. Justin Herbert. Those quarterbacks alone right there are good quarterbacks. The AFC has the better quarterbacks than the NFC, I guess. You got Jalen Hurst. You got Dak Prescott. You got Daniel Jones. Like, the list goes on in the NFC. And you don't know about San Fran. No, Jimmy Garoppolo ain't going to be there next year. And I want to talk about a little bit about the Patriots, about the Super Bowl, because the Patriots ain't on Kansas City's level, or they ain't on the Eagles' level. And I want to know what you guys all think about the Patriots, what they're going to do this year in the draft with their first pick. I want to know what you guys all think what they're going to do with their first pick in the NFL draft this year coming up. They got a lot to do this year. This is another big offseason for the Patriots, a lot of spending, because I want to see the Patriots get back on top. But it's a good thing that they hired a good offensive coordinator for Mac Jones, his old offensive coordinator when he was with Alabama, him and Billy O'Brien. I want to know what the Patriots are going to add at wide receiver because they got a lot to spend. They need to add a top-tier wide receiver, maybe T. Higgins. But I don't know what the situation in his contract with the Bengals is. And what do you think about Mike Evans? Because he wants to trade out of Tampa Bay. What do you guys all think about Mike Evans? What do you guys maybe think about Michael Thomas when he was really good with New Orleans? He could come here, and maybe Hopkins. I don't know. Maybe Hopkins. If Belichick has him and Bill O'Brien squash their little beef. What happened in Houston? You guys all remember that a few years back? And I want to know if they would bring him here, if they would bring Hopkins here, because like I said, they need a top wide receiver so they could be with the Kansas City Chiefs, so they could be with the Cincinnati Bengals, so they could be with Buffalo. And that's pretty much it. Those are like three teams in the AFC, and even Jacksonville, and even the Chargers with Justin Herbert. Those are your quarterbacks. I want to see Mac to get there, and I think this year is going to be a good year for him. Hopefully, it's good vibes for the Patriots. Hopefully, there's positive things this year with the Patriots. Hopefully, they spend. Hopefully, they do good in the draft. They need a left tackle for Mac to block Mac Jones's left side, his blind side. They need that. They need some defense guys. Like I said, wide receivers. And what do you think about Jonnu Smith's contract? What is going to happen to that? What's going to happen to Jacoby Myers? And bye, Nelson Aguilar. Goodbye. Kendrick Bourne will still be here. And I want to know what's going to happen to Tyquan Thornton in his second year with the team. I want some good things with him in his second year. All right. I want to see the Patriots right back where they were before with Brady, but it's going to take time with this team. And hopefully this year, Bill O'Brien and Bill Belichick do good with Mac, and hopefully Mac listens and takes the time and effort to put in the off-season workout with him at OTAs and mini training camp after the draft. I want to see all this. I want to see Mac beast mode in this year for the Patriots. I want to see Mac do good, and I have belief that he will do good with Billy O'Brien. But anyways, just wanted to talk about the Super Bowl and talk about the Patriots a little bit, how this impacts them. And I'm going to sign off, and I'll see you guys in another podcast this week. See yas. Have a great rest of the day. And congrats to Kansas City Chiefs winning the Super Bowl. All you Chiefs fans that follow my podcast, congrats.